It's almost Christmas, and I figure why not end this year with a Christmas slasher. Bit of a controversial movie, but I think it's time for us to talk about Silent Night, Deadly Night. Silent Night, Deadly Night is a 1984 Christmas-themed slasher movie, which has a controversial past and a bit of a janky problem when it comes to its sequels, spawning 5 official sequels and 2 remakes, one that recently just came out this year. Now, the controversy stems with the whole fact that Santa Claus is portrayed as an axe-wielding murderer. Now, parents groups tried to protest and boycott and get movie theaters to pull the movie, which only sparked more curiosity into the film. But let's take a look at the film and discuss the plot. Now, our movie starts with the typical car ride of the Chapman family going to go see Billy's grandfather for Christmas Eve to get an update on his condition and try to see if he'll talk while he's in the mental institution. However, when the parents step away to go talk to the doctor, Billy's grandfather has a bit of words about Santa Claus to young Billy.
Grandpa? Mom!
What you want her for? She can't help you.
Oh, damn!
Nobody can. You scared, ain't you? You should be. Christmas Eve is the scariest damn night of the year. I'd be scared too if I was you. You know what happens Christmas Eve, don't you?
In this moment, well, I wouldn't say touching, more like terrifying moment of Billy's childhood right now, his grandfather goes on to give him a speech about Santa Claus that kind of warps him in a weird way, instilling a fear of Santa over, well, the naughty and nice list.
Santa Claus only brings presents to them that's been good all year. To the ones that ain't done nothing naughty. Naughty. All the other ones. All the naughty ones. He punishes. What about you, boy? You been good all year? You see Santa Claus tonight? You better run, boy. You better run for your life.
Now, it's this moment that starts to incite the fear of Santa Claus into Billy. Now, we all have told that story that Santa only brings coal to kids when they're naughty, but with Billy's grandfather putting this fear that he's going to be punished in some severe way and taking sick joy in the fact that he's tormenting and frightening this small child, you have to take respect to the character actor at this point portraying these emotions. I mean, this is a man who looks like a warm and inviting grandfather who's now torturing this poor boy. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to the Chapman family, a man in a Santa suit robs a nearby convenience store. Now, this is part of the controversy. People seeing the man dressed as Santa robbing the store, taking away from the joy of children seeing the annual gift giver into this hardened criminal. It's with this scene that a lot of controversy sparks. Now, Silent Night, Deadly Night's not the first Christmas horror movie. There's tons of them out there. For example, there's Black Christmas, The Doomed to Drip Blood, Christmas Evil. But it's this movie and Christmas Evil that depict Santa as a madman going around punishing the bad people. However, the controversy wasn't that bad. It was kind of more of a boost to those 2 films actual doing well and becoming cult classics. Something unlike Black Christmas, where you have a madman running around a sorority taking out the sorority girls one by one. It's more the fact that they were exploiting Santa in this negative light. With Billy's family unaware of the danger that they're about to get into, all they see is a man in a Santa suit having some car trouble. But Billy's fear, instilled to him by his grandfather, and everything that's happened that we've seen and know, this is one of those things where you don't want to talk to Santa. Now, with Santa taking shots at Billy's family, shooting his father, and then trying to force himself an assault and then eventually just end the life of Billy's mother after she defends herself, Santa makes these yells and pleads to Billy to come out so he can dispatch a witness. This moment traumatizes Billy to the point where the fear of Santa has been instilled so much that he hates Christmas. He starts hating and fearing Santa. This also leads to a time skip where Billy and his brother Ricky end up in a local orphanage, ran by a sadistic and cruel nun.
But if he keeps going on like this much longer, it may be too late. It seems to get worse for him every Christmas.
Well, won't go on any longer. I will take charge of that child personally.
He needs help, Mother Superior.
He'll get it. Good day, sister.
With the Mother Superior not wanting to take the advice of the other nun in this scene, we start to see that Billy still has those memories. Instead of getting proper help, Mother Superior believes in the good old-fashioned corporal punishment. You know, spare the whip and spoil the child. Now, after Billy is told to get dressed by the one person other than his brother in this movie who truly cares about him and wants to help him, he starts to make his way down the hall where he hears a sound that draws his attention. Unknowing what the sound is, Billy follows his pathway down where he comes to a doorway. And in that doorway, he peeps through a keyhole where, well, he sees a young couple. Now, as Billy reaches the doorway in which the keyhole to the sound that he's been hearing, he sees this young couple in the act of lovemaking. Now, I would like to show you this scene. However, I can't do that thanks to the YouTube guidelines. And I don't want to take the chance of getting a community guideline strike or getting deplatformed or getting demonetized. But I can assure you, this scene was crucial for the movie for reasons. It also leads to the cruelty of the Mother Superior and instilling more of Billy's misguided notions of naughty and nice and what's good and what's bad.
You devil, take your punishment. Devil! Take it! Take it! Take it! Take it!
Now, the Mother Superior's spree of punishment doesn't end there with the young couple. It continues on to Billy.
Now go to bed and stay there.
Later that night, after having nightmares of that gruesome night that took his parents from him,
Please let me up. Sister Margaret. Let me out.
Leave him alone.
Please let me out. Please. Let me out. Sister Margaret. Let me out of here. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Please. Let me out. Sister Margaret. Let me out of here. Please. Oh.
after this, we enter a 10-year time skip where Billy is now a grown man, and Sister Margaret, the one person besides his brother who began to try to help him, wants to help Billy, because he's aging out of the system, get a job at a local toy store, where he impresses the manager with his work ethic.
Well, you wouldn't expect some kid to haul heavy crates all day long, would you?
Glad you understand.
Oh, here's Billy now. Maybe you'd like to meet him, Mr. Sims.
That's not necessary.
Billy. Billy, meet Mr. Sims.
Well, I'm always happy to help the church, sister. He starts Monday morning, 9 o'clock, sharp.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Sims.
We're now given a montage of Billy working at the store, showing off his strength and how he sets himself out away from everybody else, working with the customers, showing off the childlike gleam with the other children that come in and their parents, being a dedicated worker, and even off the clock doing those little odd things to help the store look good. Which impresses Mr. Sims, his current boss. However, it's all going to come to a tragic end during the December month when Billy is forced to dress up as the one thing he fears most.
How are you? I've been meaning to come around and see how you're enjoying yourself. Well, everything okay?
Yeah. Yes, fine. Everything's fine, Mr. Sims.
Good boy. Ah, listen, Bill, reason I dropped by, I've got a little problem, maybe you could help me with. I mean, if you'd like to.
Of course, Mr. Sims. Anything you want. You just tell me what it is, and I'll be glad to help out.
Good boy. Thank you.
That's very good. Very realistic. Isn't it, Mrs. Randall?
He's definitely fat and jolly.
Take a closer look at yourself in the mirror, Billy. And just remember, be jolly. Lots of ho, ho, ho.
With Mr. Sims and his fellow co-workers not aware of Billy's past and his issues dealing with Santa, forcing him to dress as Santa becomes his ultimate fear. He's now become the bringer of punishment and the bringer of gifts. And for those who have been naughty, he does bring some horrible, horrible gifts after hours at the office Christmas party.
You got me a present, Andy. I don't see why you just don't bring it out there where everybody can see it.
Pammy, this particular present really isn't for everybody to see. It's something I've been wanting to give you for a long time.
Oh, my.
Come on, it's just right back there. Hey, trust me, huh?
With Ricky goes to the back room to follow his co-worker Pam and Andy, he begins to see Andy trying to force himself upon Pamela, which finally causes him to snap and become the Punisher of Christmas. Seeing Andy trying to force himself upon Pamela, it sparks the memories of that tragic night that shaped Billy, with the words of his grandfather and the cruelty of the Mother Superior and the notions of punishment that she's instilled into him. He's now taken upon himself to dispatch Andy, and when Pamela rejects him for trying to save her, he dispatches her as well.
You're crazy.
Oh, stop it, Pamela.
You bastard. You're crazy. Get the hell away from me.
After being attacked. Pamela is highly frightened, especially seeing Billy dispatch Andy, and calls him crazy, begins to strike at him, setting him off further down the road of madness and terror that he's going to lead this Christmas Eve. Now, he does take her out, and he takes out Mr. Sims and the other co-worker, which begins the night of terror when he begins to wield an axe and terrorize the town, punishing the naughty.
Joyful labors when the Christmas fever lends us cheer. On the warmest wind. On the warmest.
Shh. I can't concentrate with that racket. Hold on.
Mama, won't you give me the antibiotics?
As we're introduced to the next victims on Billy's rampage, Tommy and Denise. Tommy, played by Leo Getter, who's best known for a lot of TV work like The Closer, Longmire, and Denise, played by the legendary scream queen of the 80s herself, Linnea Quigley.
Cindy, if you don't go back to bed, Santa won't come.
He's not the only one.
Hey, phrasing!
He won't? No, you're being bad, Cindy. Now go back to bed. Well, okay.
After being interrupted again due to a sound, Linnea Quigley, mind you topless, runs out to go see what it is, letting in her cat, which also allows Billy to come in and impale her on a mounted deer's head. With Tommy being concerned for Linnea's safety, he ends up getting strangled with a phone cord and chucked out a window.
Santa Claus! I knew you'd come. Did you bring me a present?
Have you been good? Or have you been naughty?
Good.
You haven't done anything naughty?
No, Santa Claus.
Are you sure?
Aw, how sweet! She got Fisher Price's My First Box Cutter! All jokes aside here, people were really amped up with this scene due to the fact that he didn't know if Billy was going to do something to this child or just walk away.
Look at this hill. Virgin, man.
The only kind you'll ever get.
I'm going down first.
After these two boys find a hill to go sledding, they get accosted by a couple of bullies, who end up on the radar of Billy. And Billy takes them out with his axe. With the police on high alert looking for Billy, and Christmas morning finally arriving, he makes his way to the number one person on the top of his naughty list to be punished, the Mother Superior.
There's no Santa Claus. There is no Santa Claus.
Naughty. Naughty.
There is no Santa Claus.
After the police and Sister Margaret stop Billy, she goes to him one last time to try to save the poor boy that was tortured that horrible night, but only causing more pain and suffering when his own brother then picks up the mantle.
You're safe now. Santa Claus is gone.
Naughty.
And with the door left open for a sequel, which eventually did happen, that was Silent Night, Deadly Night. Now, is it a good movie? It's okay. You know, the acting is good. You have a lot of great horror movie tropes, and it is bad with the typical slasher tropes. You know, the gratuitous nudity, the violence. But it's still a good recommendation for anyone who loves horror movies, especially holiday-themed ones. And, well, with it being a cult classic, I highly recommend it. The sequels down the road do go offhand, but that's something for a later date. With all that being said, be safe, be well, and
Merry fucking Christmas.